What up, YouTube? So this is going to be part 9 of the mr2 k24 sw20 build, which is basically the last video of this car. Just cleaned it all up right now and got the tires all aired up, so it's basically ready for a test drive. But right now I wanted to show you guys the exact setup that I did in case you guys have questions. So let's start off with the engine. The engine is a JDM K24 TSX engine, which is basically from 04 to 08. The exhaust manifold is off of a Civic Si FG2 FA5, which is 06 to 11. The intake manifold is exactly the same, SI 06 to 11, which is an RBC manifold. I have a blocks adapter plate to an Rsx 0206 Rsx throttle body with all the sensors. This is just a regular intake custom. The transmission is a 5-speed EP3 redone by Synchrotech with carbon sync rails and an upgraded Wavetrac LSD. Other than that, everything to mount it in, as you see, like the mounts and the shifter mechanism, and what else is Hux Racing shifter adapter for hybrid. I did my own engine harness and conversion harness myself, and I'm running a PRC Type R ECU stock. You don't have to run an immobilizer, you just have to ground E1 to run this ECU. The engine harness and charge harness is off of an Acura Rsx Type S 02 to 04. Yes, you can use the 05, 06. Check out my other videos and I'll show you how to wire it up. Other than that, it's just a standard fuel pressure regulator adapter from eBay that you can get anywhere probably. The axles are Acura Integra B-Series axles. 94 to 2001 is all the same basically. All of them GS, RS, everything except for Type R, even GSR works. The half shaft, you can use Honda Civic EP3, Honda Civic FA5 FG2, which is basically 02 to 05 Civic hatchback, and 06 to 11 sedan or coupe. You can also use 02 to 06 Acura Rsx Type S or base model. Make sure there's stick shift if you're using the base model. Other than that, the hydraulic clutch line, which you probably can't see, is from Hux as well. Basically everything to actually make this combination work is from Hux Racing. Now let me come to this side. The pulley is serpentine, so you can't really see it, but the water pump housing is from an EP3 02 to 05. The idler pulley, which is this top one right here, is off of a EP3 as well, or FA5, which is 02 to 11 Civic Si basically, so they all work. The belt size is 52 inches, so you just ask them at AutoZone or O'Reilly's, wherever you get it from. You got to run at least 3 good grounds, so one is on the intake manifold. I have one on top of the stud right here, and then I have one good one on the transmission. Other than that, the exhaust was basically just a downpipe from an SI connected to the stock exhaust here, and then the O2 sensor we plugged in. We got that finished as well, so we got the O2 sensor working. Car runs way better. Other than that, the top and bottom radiator hoses are stock from the mr2. This is just a bypass hose from any Civic 88 to 2000. You do have to cut off the weight when you're doing the transmission. But other than that, it's a pretty simple swap. If you want to see everything exactly I did, just follow this build from part 1 and you'll see everything exact detail. Like I said, the harness was made by me also, but Hux makes the harness as well for a conversion harness. Other than that, that's all I can really think of as far as the swap and everything. When doing a clutch and flywheel setup, you can mismatch as far as transmissions. They have the same spline, but the clutch and flywheel must match or it won't work. So EP3 and then a 6-speed flywheel won't work, or a 6-speed clutch with a 5-speed flywheel won't work. So other than that, I think that'll be it for now until we go take it for a test drive to make sure this thing is running perfect before we let it go. So right now we're gonna just go over everything, make sure everything is tightened, and then we'll go out for a test drive and see how this thing runs under pressure and everything, since it does have to take a long drive. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and get some nice pulls on this thing and see how it sounds and how good it runs. All right, so we actually went testing yesterday and we broke down. The new fuel pump failed. I'll show you what brand it is to make sure you guys don't get this brand, because this is like the second time. I had got an external fuel pump, didn't work. I had this one just laying around, so I dropped it in and it failed already. So we're dropping the grams, 355 I believe. Yeah, no, 320. LPH fuel pump. They're a really known brand. They're pretty good. So customer picked that up, and we're gonna go ahead and drop that in right now, and then get this tank back in, and hopefully we should be ready to go for a ride and make sure everything is good, so he can take it home today. So right now we're gonna start taking apart this fuel assembly, put the new one in, and then we'll be back. All right, so we're back, guys, and we're about to take this thing for a ride, make sure it's good. Some customers here. Pass it over real fast so you can see how this thing, make sure the fuel pressure is good.